Hey what's up guys, Riotbox here and welcome to a brand new series on this channel. This is my F1 2010 career mode series on the F1 2010 game on the PC. Now this was an absolute classic game when it came out. I absolutely loved it. Did all 7 seasons on career mode, so here we are back with it on the channel. And now I did a series on this back when I first started. Did the 1 lap challenge series where we started from the back of the grid, had 1 lap in the Renault F1 car to try and do a decent job in the championship. So here we are for Qatar, the first round of this season. It isn't Australia in 2010. The first round was actually at Qatar. You can see qualifying, we managed to get pole by over 1.5 seconds. Now I remember back in this game the qualifying pace of the AI was not too great. They were always really slow in qualifying for some reason, then faster in the race. But anyway, here we are for the first race. Our teammate Jenson Button down in 9th, so pretty disappointing from him. You have to expect better from him. Being that the McLaren was quite quick in this season, obviously the Ferrari was quick and so was the Red Bull. So I'd say the McLaren was probably 3rd fastest car, but anyway, Alonso gets a phenomenal start. He actually won this race in the 2010 season, so he's going to do well here. I know he's going to be a contender for the win. As you can see, a Red Bull, I presume it's Vettel, of up our inside. And where is Alonso going onto the grass? What is he doing? And Vettel's managed to find a way past us. So we've dropped to 3rd with Michael Schumacher in 4th place for the Mercedes team. The first season of his return, and also Mercedes' return to the sport, as we go round the outside of Vettel there. And a lovely move. So now onto the back of Fernando Alonso. He's going to be hard to get past, but the AI are slow on the first lap, so we need to make the most of that. And try and make up as many positions as we can and gain a decent gap, because they will come back and up the paces after the first lap. But as you can see, Alonso going a bit wide there with sort of catching up. But see out that corner, Alonso gets a much better drive when he's away. So coming out to the end of lap 1, we've caught back up through as we enter the 3rd sector now onto this back straight. Just trying to get a decent run. We're going to pick up his slipstream, which is going to give us an opportunity. We're all over the back of him. He's gone really aggressively defensive, but it's nice to see from the air as we try around the outside. It's never going to work around the final corner. Never going to work, but we need to try and get past him, as we're now going to pick up the slipstream again and hopefully try and find a way through. You can see we're picking up the slipstream. The slipstream is very powerful, but we've hit a top speed of 184 miles an hour really early, so not best straight line speed setup for our car. But we're trying to find a way, trying to just find a way past, but around the outside is not going to work. So now coming to the middle of lap number 2 through this downhill braking zone, very difficult corner and very easy to lock up as we spin the rear, and that's going to drop us loads of positions. So in our rookie season for McLaren, we've made a mistake, and it's showing that we are a rookie. Although we have great pace, just going to make some mistakes like that being our rookie season in the McLaren. And actually on this game you can change teams midway through the season, which is nice to see. So maybe we won't have to make the jump from McLaren to maybe Ferrari or Red Bull, but we'll have to wait and see. Now as we drop down to 11th and behind the HRT of Chandok, as Vitaly Petrov drives round the outside of us. Nicely done from him, as he's going to jump to the inside, up the inside of the next corner, and back in P11. Just outside the points, Chandok in front. A HRT in 10th place. That's a bit crazy from Chandok. He's doing bits for HRT as he come down the inside. Nice and easy move on the Hispania Racing Team car. Now you can see a few cars pitting very early on, only lap number 2, but these option tyres do not last very long. We're pitting on lap 3, but those few cars have gone for an undercut. So now we've caught up to Liuzzi and we're up into 7th. I'm going to try around the outside there. We've got the inside of the line for the next corner and the next one, and we drive up the inside of the Force India car. Lovely move, and now onto the back of Rubens Barrichello. Wow, it's been a long time since he's been in the sport. I think this was his last season, if I remember correctly. I don't think he did 2011, but for the Williams team. So we're going to take a replay of that move, because we did miss it, because I was talking up the inside. And a lovely move, we didn't spin it out this time. And coming into the pit now, on lap number 3. Start at lap number 4, so we've got to actually brake for this pit box or else you overshoot it. That's one thing I like about this game, you actually have to brake for the pit box. And he just wouldn't release us. We had a bit of a gap. On the newer games he would get released, but this game they don't let you go. It's they're very anal about letting you go. But anyway, we lost quite a lot of time in the pit, so that's a terrible pit stop. But luckily we do have some good race pace, so I'm just going to charge on now. You see, going to overtake a whole load of cars and just get out in front of the Ferrari. And up into P6 that is, so onto the back of Michael Schumacher now. Trying to find a way through, going to brake up the inside into one of the last few corners, but he's going to hold it round the outside. He's going to not give up, he's going to pick up a side draft. As you can see, take a replay, so just come up the inside. And he's just managed to stick with us. Both got the same engine, both Mercedes engines, so a decent engine, but I think at this point the Ferrari and the Renault ones were the better engine than the Mercedes one. But we're up into P5 and De La Rosa's in the pit, so that gives us P4 and we're just outside the podium position. You can see Vettel leads, Alonso's in third, and who's in second? I can't quite tell. I think it might be Nico Rosberg in the Mercedes. So Mercedes doing well around here at Qatar. Alonso's dropped positions, which is pretty disappointing for him because you'd think he'd go on to win this race after the start he made. He must have lost time in the pits, but we're just trying to find a way past. The AI quicker through this next few corners than we are, so we lose out here. And it's a different track layout of Qatar to the one they use at the minute. So coming to the end of lap number 6, we're going to try up the inside. Alonso's defending well. We're not able to make it past the Ferrari driver. So he's been very aggressive in defending. And we're going to pick up slipstream and hopefully do it on the braking into turn number 1. I'm not going to do it around the final corner, but if we get a decent traction out the final corner, then we should be able to. We're going to pick up the slipstream. 3 laps left to go. We'll pick up the slipstream, tuck out of the slipstream and try and brake really late. As you can see, Button down in 14th. That's not good from him. We overshoot the braking zone though, and that's going to allow Alonso's back through, but we still got the inside. But just take a replay of that. We just overshot it, as you can see, and the Ferrari comes back. But we might actually get away with it. But as you can see now, Alonso coming back at us. Around the outside, we got right up behind his rear wing there and into his exhaust pipes pretty much as we go. Try and out-brake him, but he's doing a good job on the brakes and he's just squeezing us to the inside, so we've got nowhere to go. Just try around the outside maybe. No, he's just going to pull away from here. Just try around the outside of the next corner like we did to the Force India earlier in the race, but it's not going to work. Alonso's smarter than that. So we're just trying to find a way past, but it's very difficult. Well, our engineer's talented, so we can just get him, but it's not as easy as that. We're going to have to wait for the final few straights, I think, pick up some slipstream. No DRS in this game, no curves either. Oh, we got on the curb and we spun it out. That's dropped us behind Schumacher, so we're going to struggle for a podium position here. But we're going to have to turn up the pace on the last lap, and I don't know where Rosberg's gone. Just thinking about that, where did Rosberg go in this race? Because we're now up into P4. He must have pitted or something, but Schumacher is holding the last podium position and we need to get it off of him. As from through this sector as well, he's going to pull away. It's just something that the AI is faster through the second sector, but through the first and third we're able to gain. So here we go on Schumacher, final corner stuff. We're going to try around the outside because it's the only way we can go, but we're not going to be able to do it. So we're going to pick up some slipstream and we're not going to make a podium position for our first race in this F1 2010 career in our rookie season. Pretty good result though. So pleased with that race result there. Average speed of 110 mile an hour, top speed of 184. You can see Vettel, Rosberg, Schumacher. So it was actually Alonso. Did he retire from the race? I think he might have. I completely missed that out. No, I don't know. He must have to pit or something. He must have had an issue with the car, but Button down in 19th is really disappointing, that is. So I hope you did enjoy this series. And this is just in the run-up to F1 2017. And I hope you do enjoy. Remember to give it a like, comment, and subscribe for more. So we will see you in the next one.